different forest for sure.
They're so pony looking, huh?
Or bamboo-y.
Bamboo.
Just in a nature preserve area. Wolf Creek. Little pitcher plants here.
Yeah, look at the trail. Look at these crazy roots in these trees. I thought it was snakes, but they're like
We're looking for alligators or something. These have to be magnolia blooms. Aren't they? About anything? Should we even be walking out here? We don't know. Baiting alligators? Just kidding. I'm kidding.
how bizarro.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Pretty weird, huh?
See where the needle's coming out?
And then the end is so dried, guys.
Pretty bizarre landscape. I'm just a spectator here. Feels really fun to be completely out of my element and not know what anything is. Look, it's got driftwood and stuff.
Yeah.
We're on the Mobile Bay side. well, the little spit in Foley and Gulf Shores. We came out here to look and see if we could find some more wild areas. So the other beaches have kind of been super populated by human beings, and you know, so they're really picked clean of stuff. So we looked on Google Earth, and I thought that we would come out here and look at some details off of this shore. And looks like it's a spot where you can let your dogs run around and there's no other people, which is kind of rare for this zone. You want to walk that way first?
Yeah.
Start at the head of the beach. And we might do some digging, some metal detecting, mudlarking, if you will. So we came to see what there is to see where people haven't been looking. So we drove outside the human zones. And that's the Mobile Bay, that's how big it is. Here's a rope for the dogs to chew on. Oh, it is.
God. Can we take that home?
Yeah, Richard might want it for his yard, you know, or like a decoration thing.
I got a big bag.
Well, it's literally what they tie big boats up with. That one goes around the dock, and then that one goes around the thing. That's pretty funny. We're gonna find some cool stuff. That maybe people don't look at that often when they're down at Gulf Shores. You know? I found a shrimp net over there. I threw it away, but it was all tangled in the rocks. But with weights all around it. Yeah, she has a wall to where she can't get to the road. Be crazy. She's 4 months old. Wanderer. So. Ooh, shell. Already we got a pretty shell. Ooh, another pretty shell. Maybe we can dig down here and find even more. Florida shells, right?
Right.
Now we're doing it. Now we're finding the details. Yeah, it looks like rocks have caught them and held them. Along with fish heads. Almost looks sturgeon-like. And what else do we have? Actually, this water is about 70 degrees. And yeah, and it's shallow. This is one of the nicest beaches that she could, it's warmer than the air. Look at this tree branch that's been eaten and eaten and eaten by the worms. Oh, a piece of a lobster trap. This whole thing looks like it's full of them.
Isn't this the place where there were big snails?
Yeah, there's everything. Yeah, you can walk out there barefoot. Yeah. I don't know. You should walk out and get it. Wanderer, you're hanging out in the gold. You can't drink it, you silly. She says, yuck, that's salty. Hey, she's only 4 months old. She's driven from the tip of Alaska to the Gulf shores of the Gulf of Mexico. And now she's, yeah, playing in the Mobile Bay. And got a ball. Okay, I thought about it for a second and I realized I better check and look. Little sets of legs living inside each of those. So those are actually hermit crabs, and that's why they were hanging out in these rocks. So we'll put those little guys back, even though they got such nice shells. And they'll probably crawl away here in a second. And it looks like the tide is coming back in on us. So this was our little chance to look at the rocks. Let's keep looking. Cute shells. Yeah, see, this bay has a real gentle inflow. Yeah, get a float here from wherever. Is that a crab looking at you out there? What is that weird thing there? Oh, beer can, watch out. Yeah, every shell has a little pair of legs in it. Well-chewed and rounded beaver log. Fishing net. So now I have fishing net. In case I need to catch anything. We shall see. Yeah, I'm going to give you the tools that you will need. What is it? It's a garbage can. Is that your house? Your house. Get in! Get in! Get in! Just so much stuff shredded and blown in by the storms. And while it looks like the ground is rebuilding in one spot, it is eroding in another, leaving these trees all exposed and crazy looking. That's a good lumber though. It's about the 10th board I've seen sticking out here. Could fill up a truckload of lumber pretty quick. Definitely build your own dock. Walk out on this log and fall off. It's slippery, very slippery with spikes underneath. Yep. Just picking through the driftwood. Moments like this when you realize none of these are alligators, right? Don't be that guy. Man, really cool chunks of just beautiful wood. I guarantee you, the knots in this stuff, you see them, just the grain and the knots. These are like waterlogged, but they're like the hardwood that's left after all these creatures and waves and stuff have eaten on them. They're really cool. They're really cool. Yeah. But yeah, alligators. Wow, driftwood capital of the world. If you're into miniature driftwood, which is ultimate shape and twist and color, and the grains in these are beautiful. And what? Yeah, we're taking that one. Yeah, we're taking that one. These little tree cores, super cute. But look, all the way down, just, it's miniature zone. Every cool little twisty piece of rootwood is coming out of this, that's why. And we're way down here where other people aren't picking. So there's all these, there's nature left, you know, and I'm leaving a good bit too. But just wanted to let you know it was here, you know. It's definitely all here. We can look for pearls that popped out of their shells. They're just laying on the shore. Well, maybe not, but could be. We do incredible things around here. Like hunt for alligators? Okay. What are you? You don't even know. It's gotta be human made, right? Oh, it's copper wire off an old motor or something. What Hey! That's not funny. Are you okay? I'm okay. Little comical. Stuff is slippery. But what I was looking for was this. And underneath that I saw this. That's beautiful. You with me still? You are. And then, is that a real ceramic button? It is. There's an old ceramic button. We have a relic. Ooh. We have more reliquary. See, if we look around, we might find old dumps, old house sites, old... What we just found, in that one spot, that's definitely an old porcelain button. Remember, we're inside one of the biggest bays on the Gulf down here. So, all kinds of shipwrecks and history and stuff that you wouldn't think of at first. This is what I was reaching for. Some cool burls, and that's pretty cool. But that threw us face down in the dirt, or we could look at all this other stuff. I'm kind of thankful for that, because we wouldn't have found the button without taking the spill. So, let's poke around a little bit here. I'll call my mom over and see what there is. Walking out the old fort wall here. Structure you're walking on runs around the entire fort, and I thought we'd walk out here and check it out. Ow! Watch out for those. It hit my foot on it really bad.
Oh, I know.
They were serious about this though. It's like a half pipe ramp. And then there's jungulated a little bit, but it's about that deep all the way around. So when it was brand new, you would have had to try and scale up that with fencing at the top of it and probably razor wire. So And it goes around for about a 10 or 20 acre square here, with a star fort literally built on the end. Let's go see what the rocks here are absolutely covered in wild oysters. Huge, huge amounts of wild oysters for the pelicans. Hopefully that's okay. That doesn't look very good at all, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Actually, that's a mast of a shipwreck sticking up right there, though. I see a cross member and a mast.
Well, we can go down that beach.
Woo! This is absolutely loaded with birds. You can just hear them and they're going crazy. They must be black birds, I think, probably. If they're anything the same, they don't have to be the same because I'm so far away from home, but I think they're probably red wings. But like 1,000 of them. Literally covered in oysters. You could fill your belly right here, right now. Might go to a restaurant and do that here in a little while. This is the fortification wall that runs around the entire fort. I wish it would pick up the noises of birds. Look how tall this cane is. And yeah, sheer on this side. And they just scooped up the pebbles and poured the layers. You can see the layers that pour all the way down this. The whole fort is really impressive. The rocks are just absolutely covered in oysters. And everywhere in between them, oyster shell. It's pretty impressive. There'll be a couple pearls in here. That one's still solid. The quartz that this wall is made out of is crazy. So somewhere around here are just all shades of beautiful quartz. Look how see-through that is. Look at the oranges of those. It's hard to capture. Right there in the water. That is killer. Just got this little guy, finally one beautiful peachy orange color inside. And no inhabitants. So I'm stoked about that because it's really hard to find anything here that doesn't have somebody living in it. He's living in it. Living in it. These are like their little castles, and everything's covered in oysters. 10,000 oysters every surface. Oh, but look at these shell parts littered here and there. Are you empty? No, he's in there. But look at that shell. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. So, just investigating all the details here. Looking for loose pearls. You never know. Trying to figure out what things like that are. I'm going to put that in my pocket for a second because we got to see if it's bone or... I think that one's empty, so that's a little snail. There you go. Yeah, that one's definitely got something in there, so we'll tuck that back in there. Little snail. And slowing down, we'll just keep looking. That's real cute. Here I see a little guy here. Come here. Oh. There's somebody home inside that. About to die. We walked way up the beach, but I saw this back here. My mom's still out on the beach, and I thought, what is this? And look, I came back in here. Look what the ground is covered in. They're growing on the ground. The whole thing, though. Pull back. Pull back. Pull way back. No, look at that. The whole surrounding area. Look, it's crazy. And there's bones and shells under the whole thing in this clearing. I swear, it's fairyland. Look at that. It's just lichen, but it's eating this whole thing from the thing back there. I was like, what? Lots of bones, lots of shells. Look, really cool. I thought. Back at this whole meadow. Huh. This is kind of a mound too. I wonder if it's a mound. They're everywhere, right? It's got a special feel to it. And there are just a lot of bones also. Fish bone and shell and other animal bone all in one spot. Yeah. Yeah, we're out here. Look at all these rib bones. That's a lot of just food species. Okay, we're exploring around Foley for some spots to get down in these creeks. Oh, somebody threw a fish there. Weird.
Yeah, he's filleted.
You know, we're not sure about alligators and tigers and bears and stuff. What do you think? We don't know. We were very touristy at this part. Unfortunately, there's lions and tigers and alligators.
You can see water.
So, yeah, we might go metal detecting. We're thinking about getting down in one of these creeks, but everything is very jungly and swampy, which is predictable. Maybe there. This is where we're at right now, so you gotta look where you're at. That's for our treasure hunting.
Looks like this is our easiest access to under the bridge.
Okay, I did not get eaten. I just went down off that side and it's all empty and sandy under there.
Nice.
Should I sample it? Let's see. God, wet foot already. Quicksand, I'm gonna die. This is our first official exploration into a creek. Here. And I'm thinking that this thing has just cut its way down through the sand and that we must have lots of sand. Like little bits of mud are the only solids in here. It's like anywhere else, there's gonna be a spot where some gravel loaded. I think we're on. Pretty uniformly sandy stuff here is what I'm seeing. But exciting. Trudge up that and look for alligators. I don't see a single drop of gravel in this entire thing.
We've got snapping turtles in here.
Yeah, yep. Here's dinosaurs lurking. I just see sand 100%. There was other creeks down there that looked more rocky bottom down this road. Do you want to try and come down here? What I'm seeing is sand.
No.
Let me look in some of these. There are huge, horrible spiders down here. Lots of critter prints. Definitely got raccoons happening. No slides. I think it's kind of like bears in California, so where we do have them, they are not so common in the human areas anymore because we have depleted their numbers to that point. So yeah, there are bears there, but you're very unlikely to run into them or any of significant size or any that aren't totally terrified of humans and running from you in the first place. So I'm gonna assume that that's kind of the status of most wildlife around urban areas, regardless of their teeth. But that's just an assumption. So if I disappear into this murky water, you know what got me? Stupidity. Lots of little fry in here, lots of little fish. It is a healthy stream. Every little pocket has a bunch of little fish in there. That's good to see. Okay, we're down here at the next little creek. It's pretty deep that way, but we found stuff that wasn't loose sand. We found like compacted sandstone, some little gravel patches. going through them and rinsing them, and I don't see any fossils, any stones of any clarity, any shards of manufacturing by humans. Might not be in any sandy layers that had life in them, but we are investigating, because that's how you find things that aren't looked up and posted on the internet and the map yet. You gotta go look around. So that's what we're doing. So don't laugh too hard. Just learning about the rocks too. Trying to figure out what everything is. And looking. Wouldn't mind one shark tooth out of this trip, huh? Yeah, it looks like these rocks kind of dammed it up for a ways. Okay, I'll let you know if I find anything. She's already been down digging through all this gravel. Ooh, it's just riprap, but look at the silicate level of this limestone. It's almost a gray quartz with calcite formations running all through it. I'm pretty sure they're calcite because they're all bladed up, and that would make sense. Yeah, a lot more gravel in this one and not the sandy. So there's sandy sections here and gravelly sections here. We're kind of looking through the gravelly stuff to see what we see. Wouldn't you if you were here? Yeah, no, you would. Well, there's definitely history in here. Lots of nails and pieces of metal that are in the bottom. Might be good to metal detect. Might not. This is what it takes though, is just getting out and getting brave and pawing around through stuff. So we're exploring Alabama, which is a good channel. You should definitely check out. I've been watching it since before I made my channel. So one of my inspirations. And he finds a lot of good stuff. They find a lot of good stuff down here. And yeah, give it a look as we are giving it a look. Lots of bricks, lots of nails, lots of stuff. You could detect it and find old coins trapped on all this rock in these pockets. There's just full of nails and stuff all the way down. It's not metal, it's plastic. Little skull. Warning. It's warning us. At the bottom of a cement statue. Looking for anything and everything. Got beads. So we stopped at 2 junk stores after we were last at the creek. Found no shark teeth, but this was the treasure that I located. It's made in Italy, Murano Vetro, Murano something, and it was very low priced. But that was sitting there glowing that bright. So we shall see.